There's an economic crisis coming soon. Even though the sun is still shining, terrible black storm clouds are on the horizon, slowly moving closer and closer. Powerful and horrible lightning bolts are flashing in the distance. It's time to pack up your picnic and head to shelter before it's too late. This economic storm will be unlike anything you have ever seen, unlike anything your parents saw, unlike anything in the history of the world. The red alert is sounding and indicators are going off everywhere. The real estate market is starting to crash. Commodities are starting to collapse. Inflation is raging, eating up what is left of the economy. The consumer and corporate debt is the highest in the history of the world. Auto repossessions are at historic levels, and on and on and on. Even the supply chain is being severely disrupted with soaring gas prices, caused in large part by the war in Ukraine with Russia and the Biden administration itself. Countless cargo ships are parked indefinitely offshore, not being allowed to dock, exacerbating the supply disruption even more. As if all this wasn't enough, a severe drought is starting to develop in a number of crop-producing states. Food shortages and resulting higher prices are almost guaranteed at your local grocery store in the near future. Don't be misled by the corporate-controlled media. This won't be your usual recession over in months. It will turn into the worst depression in the history of the world. Yes, even worse than the Great Depression of the 1920s and 1930s, which lasted about 10 years. This will indeed be the greatest depression, one for the history books, and lasting many years. Depression is a good word, for there will be severe depression and malaise of the general population, with hope of any kind slowly fading away. The middle class will be destroyed, completely wiped out. There will now be only two classes, the poor, consisting of the vast majority of the population, and the rich elites, a select few percent at the very top. The rich elites will continue to live well and thrive, behind their gated walls and security, while the rest of the population will experience an explosion in crime that will be nothing short of horrific. Is there anything that can be done to avert this horrific dystopian nightmare of a future? If you had asked me a year ago, I would have said maybe, but it would be very difficult. Now, I have to say that I think we have reached the point of no return. It's too late. Our so-called leaders in Washington have failed us. They are too drunk with power, greed, and corruption to give a rat's ass about the rest of us. All of you out there, please take this warning seriously and start to prepare now. Your very survival is at stake. For YouTube, like if you liked it and subscribe if you loved it.